In this video, we are going to talk about the addiction which is spoiling our life. Mainly, these generation teenagers have lots and lots of addiction. They have addiction in smoking, they have addiction in drinking, weed addiction, lots and lots of addiction. So let's see how these addictions are caused and what are their disadvantages and how we can overcome those kinds of addiction clearly. So first of all, people must realize that if you are in addiction, it is going to spoil your mental health and physical health and financial stability also. It is also going to disturb your family circumstances. It is not only going to affect you, it is also going to affect your family and friends. Most of the people who have addiction, they generally tell us that it all started for a stress. I had stress, so I smoked. I have stress, so I have drank alcohol. That is the most common reason most of the people used to tell. But it is not the correct answer, or it is not, drinking or smoking is not even an option there. Listen or imagine if you and a man like me have the same problem and we have the same pressure or same stress over their life. If you haven't thought of trying smoking or alcohol, and I don't have the thought of trying smoking or alcohol, or I don't have the problem in smoking or alcohol, what you are going to do is get depressed, going to smoke and drinking. So what you does is causing yourself depression by your bad habits. And the other hand, what I am going to do here is I am going to focus on the problem, I am going to focus on the root cause of the problem, I am going to find the solution, and I am going to move on. That is the difference between an addicted guy and the guy who is going to make his decisions practically. I think you have understood it. So my dear friends and viewers, so never tell that stress or depression is a reason for an addiction. It is you who are going to cause into trouble because of those bad habits. It is not because of your stress, or it is not because of your depression. It is only because of your weak mindset. Also then, some people tell me that I started it just for fun. I started smoking with my friends just for fun. What is fun? Listen, you don't need to have fun by smoking a cigarette. You don't need to have a fun by drinking alcohol with your friends just in a private room. You have to have fun by playing cricket or playing any kinds of outdoor games with your friend. That is fun. What you are doing is creating a bad habit just in the name of fun. It is not right, my dear friend. It is spoiling you and your whole environment. If an addiction spoils you, it is also going to spoil your friend. If your friends get spoiled, also your whole friend circle is going to get spoiled. So remember that thing. It is you who are responsible for your life and your whole life decisions. So never ever tell the reason as stress, or tell the reason as friends, or we have started it for fun. So understand these kinds of things and try to move on and finally realize that it is an addiction which is spoiling you and your whole life. So the next big reason, or the next vital reason for smoking or alcohol is cinema. Yes, cinema industry is a very big root cause for the addiction over smoking or alcohol over the teenagers. Let me explain. Nowadays, there is no single movie without a single smoke scene, without a single alcohol drinking scene. There is no movies like that. Even in each and every movie nowadays, heroes are smoking, heroes are drinking alcohol. What these kinds of cinema people or the cinema industry is trying to make is, they're just trying to make smoking, alcohol or addiction over weed is just a normal thing. They are trying to make us weak. We should never fall into that trap. The main reason actors are responsible for this addiction is teenagers are mainly inspired and attracted to actors. Listen, cinema and movies are subconsciously related to audience. We all are related to cinema. We all are connected to cinema and movies. Your subconscious mind is responsible. Listen, for an example, you don't remember what you read in a book. You don't remember the content what you read in a book, but you remember a total movie which you have seen before many years ago. The reason this is because cinema or these kinds of movies are mainly attracted to your subconscious mind, subconscious brain. Subconscious brain usually stores these kinds of information which you are inspired to, which you are attracted to. So what it does is, when you see your favorite actor smoking, when you see your favorite actor drinking alcohol, your subconscious mind will also tell you that drinking or smoking is not a bad thing. Only because of this reason, a lot and lots of audience who follow their actors, who follow their favorite stars are getting spoiled. Listen, the brutal reality is, the brutal reality behind this is, the actors, the directors are doing just for money. They don't have the responsibility, or they don't think that how it is going to affect my audience, or how it is going to affect those teenagers. Also, we audience should also not tell the whole mistake is on the cinema team or the movie team. Their duty is just to act. Their duty is just to direct films. Their duty is just to camera or shoot, edit or produce the films. But it is our life. It is our decision. So we have to think and make decision wise. We have to have the clear mindset of that it is just a movie. People must understand what are the things we must take from the film and what are the things we have to avoid from the film. We have to avoid bad things from the film. We have to avoid addictions from the film. We have to avoid unnecessarily violence from the films. What we have to take is, for an example, the motivation from the film, the positive things from the film, and the things which inspire us. These are the things we have to take from the movie in order to make our lives better. So my kind request to all the cinema actors or some kinds of cinema people who are watching this video is, please kindly try to avoid some kinds of smoking scenes or drinking scenes in your projects, because many people think that this is an ordinary scene, but it isn't an ordinary scene. This scene of smoking or any scene of drinking causes a lot and lots of addiction over the audience. So my kind request to the cinema team or to the movies or some kinds of even short film teams, kindly try to avoid the scenes who are smoking or drinking or some kinds of promotion to the bad habits and addictions. These kinds of addictions spoil the male as well as female body. In a man's body, these kinds of addiction rapidly decreases testosterone levels. It is very, very, very harmful for a man. Women also face struggles while they are in addictions like this, physically and mentally. Nowadays, in this generation, it feels very proud that to say, I don't have smoke, I don't have drink, I don't have a smoking addiction, I don't have a drinking addiction, I don't have any addictions. This is just a normal thing. But nowadays, look at this generation, look at the upcoming generation. If a guy tells this is a very big impact. So what we have to understand is, out of 10 people, 8 or 9 people are addicted to drugs. So people have to realize that how drug is spoiling their life. They have to recover from those things. They should stop drugs right now. They should stop smoking right now. They should stop drinking or any kinds of addiction which is killing them right now. Remember, my dear friend, we all face depression. But we have to fight the depression or sadness not by short-term escapes. like drinking or smoking. We should not escape by the short-term escapes. We have to focus on the long-term journey and the long-term progression. If you are depressed or if you are sad or if you are facing some kinds of emotional downing things, just hit the gym, move out with your friends, travel the world, talk to new people, read some self-helping books that will seriously make you pull out from your depression, and it is also very useful for your life. It also makes you wiser and smarter. Nowadays, most of you, 99% of you have cell phone addiction, have addiction over internet, have addiction over gadgets, which makes our situation very pathetic compared to our ancestors who were great. Listen, we all have social media addiction, we all have internet addiction these days. If you have an extra addiction or smoking addiction, or if you have an extra addiction, alcohol addiction, it isn't fun, my dear friend. It isn't fun. The real game is over. You have to understand that getting into addiction is very easy. Trying bad things is very easy. But trying to develop is very hard. Trying to get up is very hard. Trying to come back is very hard. Trying to learn new things is very hard. Smoking, drinking or trying weed, these are just short-term losing things. Focus on the long-term things which can make your personality better, which can make your career better. Try to learn things from new people. Try to learn things with experienced people. These are the things which are going to make your life ahead of your competitors. So, this is the only option for you and me. Struggling is the only option for you and me in order to get into a better life for us. That is why this main reason I have made this video. It took me a lot of effort to make this video, but it is going to take a lot and lots of effort in order to you, my friend, to recover from the addiction. I want you to recover from the addiction. I want you to come back from the addiction. Whatever addiction you have, just try to move on. Just focus the shift on good things. That is the only thing I need if you are watching this video right now. If you believe, you can. And if you can, you will. Where there is a way, there is a will, my dear friend. So I hope you to recover or come back from your addiction, and hope you get into a positive life and make sure you live happy with your friends and families. Have a nice day. Thank you.